It's college football playoff or bust for Eli Drinkwitz and the Missouri Tigers. And these are three reasons why I believe that Mizzou will be better this season. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check out our podcast wherever you get podcasts. Also, make sure you check us out via social media channels and, of course, our website, secunfiltered.com. The following is brought to you by our friends over at SeatGeek. Guys, go to SeatGeek.com or download the SeatGeek app, and when you do, use promo code SECU for $20 off your first purchase. Again, that's our friends at SeatGeek, SeatGeek.com, or over on the SeatGeek app. Promo code SECU to get $20 off today. Missouri looks to build off an 11-win campaign in 2023 that saw them take down Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. And these are three reasons why I believe that Missouri football could be even better than they were a season ago. Starting with number one. And we'll start on the offensive side, guys. When you look on the outside, when you look at the top playmakers in the SEC, Luther Burden is a name that often comes up, and rightfully so. I think a guy that you're talking about most likely Heisman Trophy winners that are not quarterbacks, my money would be on Luther Burden. But he's not alone when it comes to making big plays on the outside. I feel like the guy that does not get talked about enough is Theo Wease Jr. Theo Wease Jr. announcing his return, that he was going to come back in 2024, was massive. And when you look at these two guys' stats, guys, we all know about Luther Burden III, right? 1,212 receiving yards, an impressive 14.1 yards per catch, and 9 touchdowns. Numbers that I think certainly he can build off of. But then there's Theo Wease Jr., who was the Robin to his Batman, if you will, the sidekick on the outside, 682 receiving yards, 13.9 yards per reception, and 6 touchdowns to his credit. Guys, the first reason why I think Missouri football can be and will be better this season, for what my money's worth, the best wide receiver duo in the SEC is at MIZ. The best wide receiver duo in the SEC is going to be even better this season. Guys, you look at those numbers, right? Another year with Brady Cook, another year in the system, another year, both of these guys refining their craft. They went for a combined just over 1,900 yards, 1,900 yards, and 15 touchdowns. I see no reason why this wide receiver duo can't go for over 2,000 yards combined. I see no reason why this duo can't go for 20-plus touchdowns. And maybe that's somewhat of a stretch, but you get where I'm going here. I think the best wide receiver duo in the SEC is going to be even better. I think this 1-2 combo of Luther Burden III and Theo Wease Jr. is going to be electric all season long. And again, I think they're going to be nightmares for opposing defenses. So I think both of these guys, as good as they were last year, I think there's another gear. I think they can take their games to another level. And oh, by the way, a season in which Kirby Moore, the Missouri offense, probably going to be relying on them even more because, of course, you lose Cody Schrader. You still feel pretty good about what the running game is going to be, but you got to think the passing game is going to be even more of a factor this season. And again, guys, I think obviously Luther Burden III coming back, he's the headliner. He's the guy that is your number one undisputed on the outside there in Como. But I think Theo Wease Jr., making that decision to come back was so much a bigger deal than people realize. So I think the best wide receiver duo in the SEC could be and will be even better this season. My second reason why I think Mizzou will be better in 2024. We just talked about the wide receivers. What are the wide receivers without a great trigger man? Guys, I think Brady Cook is going to build off of a monster 2023. And guys, Brady Cook is someone that I think very underappreciated, right? And I understand because of last year, the defense, I think, bailed them out a decent amount. And I'm not saying he was perfect by any stretch. You look at Brady Cook's numbers, 3,317 passing yards, 21 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, was very efficient. I think the thing that was most impressive, I'm sure most of you would agree, the thing that was most impressive that Brady Cook showed, in my opinion, a year ago was the leadership qualities, right? Just guy's a winner. He's a warrior. He finds a way to get it done. When you've got a guy like that leading your football team and leading your football program, and he is returning in this season with all the pieces around him, you see why Mizzou is getting the hype they are going into 2024. It is much deserved. I think Brady Cook can take that next step, can be even better than he was a season ago. Not just throwing the football, running the football as well, using his legs, but again, evolving into even more of that leadership role. Taking ownership of this football team, because make no mistake, this is his football team. I mean, guys, early into last year, this time last year, we were having conversations with Missouri folks about, is there a quarterback battle? Should someone else be the starter? There were many Missouri folks I talked to, guys, that wanted Brady Cook benched. They wanted Brady Cook benched. How far we've come in just a short time. So, Brady Cook, I love this guy's game. I love his demeanor. I love his moxie, guys. He is the undisputed leader of this football team, and I think he can do even more. I think he will do even more, not just throwing the football, not just running the football, but the overall warrior that he is. I think that's what makes Brady Cook so special. I think he'll continue to be one of the most underappreciated quarterbacks in the SEC, but make no mistake, when the game is on the line, you want Brady Cook on your side. And again, guys, I think he will build off of a big 2023, have an even bigger 2024 in helping Missouri improve and be even better than they were a season ago. And guys, my third and final reason why I think Missouri football will be better in 2024. And guys, I think this matters. You know, to some people, some are going to scoff, some are going to, look at this with however they're going to look at it. But I think this matters. Going into last year, it was a pivotal season, right? There were talks of Eli Drinkwitz, guys, the pressures and him being on the hot seat and what is Drink going to be at Mizzou. Last year, I think Missouri hoped they would win, right? They were hopeful they were going to win. They were hopeful they were going to get things done. And as the season progressed and Missouri started winning more and more and more, gaining more confidence, I think you saw that mentality shift. But here's the thing. Last year, Missouri went in the season hoping they would win. This year, Missouri football and that program, that fan base, everyone associated goes into this thing believing they should win. And that mentality shift, guys, it's a real thing and it's massively important. The mental side of the game is everything. I think Missouri, because of they're in such a different place than they were a season ago. And I'm not saying Missouri had not had big seasons before, but they had not had big seasons with Eli Drinkwitz at the helm. I mean, that was the first time, they had gone above 500 since Eli Drinkwitz had taken over. So I think just now knowing you can do it, knowing what's possible, knowing what you can achieve, right? Like, you didn't go 6-6 last year. You didn't go 7-5 or 7-6 and making a 12-team playoff is a pipe dream. Now it's an expectation. And pressure is a privilege. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure is a great thing. And I think because of that big 2023, because of what they were able to accomplish, I think Missouri is well equipped to handle that pressure, to embrace that pressure. And again, last year, where I think coming into 2023, Mizzou hoped they would win and hoped they could surprise. This year, there's a belief that not only that they can, but that they should, that they deserve to be there and that they will be there at season's end in the 12-team college football playoff. And I think that will spell major dividends for MIZ, Eli Drinkwitz, and an entire program when the dust settles on the 2024 season. So again, guys, my 3 reasons why I believe that Missouri football will be better in 2024. Number 1, the best wide receiver duo in the SEC will be even better. Number 2, Brady Cook will build off a monster 2023. And number 3, last year, Missouri hoped they'd win. Now they believe they should. Guys, that's going to do all for me. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that bell icon as well so you get notifications of when we go live and when we drop new video content, which is each and every single day. Also, guys, check out the podcast, which drops daily: iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us across all social media platforms as well as our website, SECUnfiltered.com. Until next time, guys, I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in, and we'll catch you on the other side.